Hello everybody, if you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. My name is Alana, and today we are going to be talking about luxury bags slash luxury bag trends that I would never buy and that I really don't understand and that I just don't like at all. I saw Sophie, I don't know how to say her last name, but I'll leave her video down below or something, but I saw her do a video like this in 2017, so I thought it'd be fun to do. I think it was 2017, could be 2018, I don't really know. But I thought it'd be fun to do sort of my take on that with the bags that are out there in 2020. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Alana. I like expensive and beautiful things. If it is makeup, if it is purses, if it's luxury, if it's travel, I love it and I love talking about it here with you guys. So welcome if you are new, welcome back if you're returning. Let's trash talk some really expensive handbags. Let's get into this. So I'm going to start off with the thing I don't get at all. Number one, I hate it so much. I would never purchase anything like this, and that is any canvas piece by Louis Vuitton that has been ruined with artwork on it. So I'm talking about the ones that have the flowers. I've seen cartoons. I get it. If you're a collector, these are probably very special. I mean, I really don't get it. I think you have something, why would you take something that is perfect, like the Mona Lisa, and then destroy it with flowers or cartoons or stripes or your initials? I mean, I get it, your initials, if they're hot stamped, I'm 100% for that. But why would you ruin a perfectly beautiful, perfect thing? I think their monogram is stunning. I think Damier Azur is stunning. I think Damier Amin is stunning. And why mess with a good thing, guys? Why mess with a good thing? So on to number two. And this is one I do not understand in the slightest. Retailing for $2,750. That is indeed more than my rent for my downtown Toronto apartment. That is 2 Favorites by Louis Vuitton. That is so much makeup. That is the Dior book tote. Now, I do think that the design on the fabric is very pretty. I would love to have like a notebook or a journal with that design on it. I'd love to have a dust bag with that design on it. I'd love to have a wall tapestry with that design on it. But the bag itself just doesn't make sense. It's huge, it's boxy, it doesn't look that nice. It has the name on it. I'm not really a big fan. I mean, I do love Louis Vuitton, but I'm not really a big fan of bags that have like the name of the brand on it like that. It's a bit much, and it's like, I don't know. I've never touched one. I probably never will. Maybe if I can go to the store one day. But it just, like, it's huge, it's boxy, you'd fill it up, but you have to carry it top handle. It's not really going to fit on your shoulder. You can't wear a crossbody. It seems like it'd get very heavy, so it's not practical. It's not leather, so it's like, I just don't like it. Sorry. And I am so sorry to be beating on you, Dior. I love your foundation. I love your perfumes. Like J'adore, Hypnotic Poison. I love your perfumes. I love Lady Dior. I think the Lady Dior bags are literally a work of art. I own one. I'm obsessed with it. But Dior, that saddlebag, I am so sorry. I think it is so ugly. I think it is so weird. I think when we're looking at designer bags, we need to ask ourselves, we need to remember that first of all, just because it's designer doesn't mean it's nice, doesn't mean it's fashionable. Two, if this bag wasn't by that designer, would it be a nice bag? Like, is it objectively nice? I think Lady Dior is objectively a beautiful bag. But I think that if the saddlebag was at Target and it didn't have Dior on it, and it was just an ugly little saddlebag at Target, I don't think you'd buy it. Sorry. Let's find out how much it is though. So pricing is hard because I can't go into any boutiques right now because pandemic, but it's saying at Dior.com that it is $3,350 US. one of my really good friends who might be watching this video, she was going to buy a YSL bag at an outlet, and she went into YSL and she didn't like any of the bags. She thought they were all ugly. But she went into the Tory Burch outlet and she fell in love with this like burnt orange bag. It's super cute. And we were talking about it and we both agreed just because it's designer doesn't mean it's nice. And who cares what brand's on it if it's a beautiful bag that you love? To me, this is the who cares if it's designer, it's not really that nice. Maybe it looks better on in person, but to me, look, next time I have $3,000 lying around and I want to buy Dior, I'm going to be getting the medium Lady Dior or the small Lady Dior. My dream is to have all three. And that's just how I'd rather spend my Dior money. Or in their foundation. Or their perfume. I don't mean to beat on Dior, but those two bags, just like why? Okay, next up. I feel really good to not be beating on Dior anymore because I love Dior. We are getting into Gucci. So we are getting into the Gucci. I think Sophie included this in her video and I was just really agreeing with her, very much so. But that is the Gucci, anything really in the Queen Margaret line. There's way too much going on. You've got, in this case, the canvas, you've got the stripes, you've got this big bee thing. Like it's a lot. And I have to say, Gucci isn't really a brand that I've been that attracted to. There's a few things by them that like, if I saw them on a good price in Fashion File and I had $1,000 burning a hole in my pocket, maybe. But it's just, as a brand, it doesn't really excite me, and I'm not loving the bees. So next up, retailing at what appears to be approximately $800, which is most of the way to buying a Louis Vuitton MM favorite, just putting it out there, is the Fendi Monster bag charms. I think these things are weird. I think they're ugly. I think they're tacky. I don't understand why you want that in your bag. I love bag charms. I have all of these. I have a couple of upcycled fur that's just like fur on a keychain. It's like a little pom-pom. Love those in fall, winter. I am not hating on bag charms. I think they're adorable. I think they're a way to personalize your bag. I think they're fun. But I think these are just tacky and weird and super expensive, and like at that amount of money, like why not just buy a purse? Or like save it and be halfway to buying a purse. So next up we have a bag that again I just don't really care for. I think it's kind of weird, and that is the Chanel Grande shopping tote. Similar to the book tote, it's really big. I think Chanel looks better when it's smaller. I think Chanel is beautiful and refined and one of the definitions of perfection, and I think that it does a disservice to Chanel when the piece is too big and too overpowering, and that's how I feel about this particular tote bag. I think it's just like, if I saw someone carrying that bag walking down the street, I would just assume it's fake. Oh, and it looks like it's about $4,000, could be more. And again, if I had that much money to spend at Chanel, I would rather get a double flap or single flap or whatever it is, jumbo. I think that one's a little bit more understated, but on Chanel, I don't like the size of the C's on this. I think it's too loud. I like it when the C's are smaller and more delicate, and yeah. Speaking of not really liking things that are hyper branded, we have the Balenciaga bag. I think that this bag is totally a trend, and I don't like to buy trends. I don't like to buy fads. I like to buy classic, beautiful pieces I'm going to enjoy for years to come. And I think just having a basic top handle bag that says Balenciaga on it is not going to look so cute in 5 years. And I don't know, I like it if my branding is just a little more understated. Another one I just don't understand is the Bogata Pouch. It looks like a croissant. It basically looks like you took some leather and you just put some stuff in it and you're carrying it around like that. I think it doesn't have a beautiful structure to it. It's not that practical. How expensive is it? About $2,000. And I don't like the crumpliness to it. Yeah, and it's not that practical. And it's weird. Speaking of not liking crumpled things, I love YSL. Love, love, love YSL. I love their well done chain. It is beautiful. I have a video of it. I will leave it somewhere for you guys to watch it. I love that so much. I love it when YSL has those sleek, clean, classic lines, which is why I just don't understand the crumpled bag trend. They have so many beautiful bags that are ruined by crumply looking leather. If I am paying $2,000 for a YSL bag, I want it to look great and in good condition and well cared for, and I just think the crumply leather takes away from that. So next up we have the Gucci backpack. That was originally what was on my list, but I'm actually going to expand it to say basically all designer backpacks. I think those are a trend. I think it's a fad. I think that they'll be as cool as fanny packs were in the 90s next year, or next year, like next decade, and they'll probably make a comeback at some point, but I would not spend that much money on a designer backpack. If I'm buying a backpack, I want a backpack that I can pack. Like, I want to be able to travel with it, put water bottles in it, like hike with it. And they can look really cute, but I just wouldn't spend the money on it. So those are 10 either specific bags or sort of bag trends that I have zero interest in, will not be buying, think are kind of weird, think are kind of ugly. I would love to hear in the comments below if there are any trends that you don't get, or hey, I just wanted to say this, if you love any one of these trends, like, you should go buy it and you should love it. This is just my opinion. This is all just fun. We are talking about purses. We are not talking about world hunger or, you know, bringing peace to the world. We are literally talking about purses that in most cases cost more than a mortgage payment. So take it with a grain of salt. This is supposed to be fun. But I'd love to hear in the comments below, do you love any of the bags that I mentioned? Do you agree with me? Are there bags I missed? Are there bags that you think are super weird? And tell me about it. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys. And again, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I do lots of giveaways. I talk about luxury. I talk about beautiful things. Sometimes I trash talk luxury, which I think is kind of fun. And yeah, anyways, subscribe and watch whatever I put out here. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Mwah.